Hollywood says it's wellness. The red carpet says otherwise. Behind those overnight transformations, hollow cheeks, and inspirational Instagram captions is a diabetes drug. Celebrities treat like the latest designer accessory. Some lost pounds, some lost control, and a few nearly lost their lives. Welcome to the glamorous new era of weight loss, where side effects are edited out, but the selfies stay perfectly filtered. Number 1. Roxy Jacenko. Most people start a weight loss plan with smaller portions, a gym membership, and maybe one painfully optimistic before photo. Roxy Jacenko apparently preferred the express lane and nearly drove straight into disaster. The Australian PR powerhouse wanted to lose roughly 15 kilograms, and she wanted it fast. So instead of easing into the medication, she reportedly took 1.8 milligrams on her first attempt, about 4 times the amount a beginner might normally use. Because when Hollywood-style weight loss meets impatience, apparently the instructions become more like friendly suggestions. The result was not a glamorous transformation reveal. It was 3 days in an emergency unit, uncontrollable vomiting, seizure-like episodes, and doctors trying to stabilize a body that had been pushed into complete crisis. All for the dream of fitting into smaller clothes a little sooner. Roxy survived, but the experience completely changed her perspective. She became one of the loudest critics of using powerful prescription injections purely for vanity, warning others that these drugs are not harmless beauty hacks or injectable Instagram filters. Her story delivers a brutal reality check. Rapid weight loss can look fabulous in a headline, but the emergency room lighting is considerably less flattering. And while Roxy's nightmare began with an extreme dose, the next celebrity discovered that even following a normal treatment plan can come with consequences nobody puts in the promotional brochure. Number 2. Jennifer Fessler. Jennifer Fessler thought she had discovered the celebrity weight loss jackpot. 1 prescription, fewer cravings, and 22 pounds gone without having to declare war on every carbohydrate in New Jersey. She dropped from 180 to 158 pounds, and for a while it looked like another glossy success story, ready for a reunion show montage. Then her digestive system staged a full-scale rebellion. Jennifer ended up in the emergency room with a severely impacted bowel, a painful complication she later connected to not drinking enough water or getting enough fiber while taking the medication. In other words, the pounds were disappearing, but apparently so was everything else's ability to move. And that is the detail nobody puts next to the dramatic before and after photos. These injections are not magical little beauty pens that do all the work while you sip champagne and admire your shrinking waistline. They come with instructions, risks, and consequences that can turn a wellness journey into a hospital visit faster than a reality TV argument turns into a table flip. Jennifer recovered, but her experience exposed the less glamorous side of rapid weight loss. Yes, she lost 22 pounds. She also learned that ignoring basic medical guidance can leave you paying for that transformation under fluorescent emergency room lights. Because nothing says Hollywood wellness quite like getting thinner while your intestines file a formal complaint. Number 3. Kyle Richards. When Kyle Richards posted photos showing a dramatically slimmer frame and ribs sharp enough to trigger 1,000 comment section diagnoses, the internet immediately reached for its favorite explanation: weight loss injections. Kyle denied it all. According to her, the transformation came from cutting out alcohol, sugar, and carbs, loading up on protein, and committing to a strict workout routine. She said the lifestyle overhaul took her from 132 pounds to 117. Clean eating discipline, and apparently enough self-control to make the rest of America quietly close its snack drawer. But social media was not buying the inspirational version. Fans compared old photos, analyzed timelines, zoomed in on every angle, and treated her Instagram feed like a federal investigation. The more details Kyle offered, the more suspicious people became. Every denial seemed to create 3 new theories, 2 reaction videos, and at least one stranger confidently explaining her medical history from a couch. To be fair, there is no proof that Kyle used the medication. But celebrity culture rarely waits for proof when a dramatic transformation is available for public debate. Her story shows the impossible position stars now face lose weight, and people demand a pharmaceutical confession. Stay the same and they criticize your body anyway. In Hollywood, even healthy habits need a legal defense team. Kyle says it was diet and exercise. The internet says sure, and the ribs just came with the membership. Number 4. Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss paid around $1,200 a month for 3 straight months, expecting the same dramatic transformation everyone else seemed to be showing off. The promise was simple: fewer cravings, less food, smaller clothes, and maybe one perfectly timed Instagram reveal. Instead, she lost exactly nothing. While her castmates appeared to be shrinking from one event to the next, Kandi's body refused to participate in the miracle. She even increased the treatment under medical supervision, waiting for the famous appetite suppression to arrive. But the cravings stayed, the scale barely moved, and she could still walk into her family's restaurant ready for wings, mac and cheese, and peach cobbler. Apparently, her appetite never received the celebrity memo. The physical disappointment was frustrating, but the psychological pressure was worse. Kandi watched women around her get smaller, while she paid the same money for a transformation that never showed up. Every party became another comparison. Every photo became another reminder that the so-called wonder treatment was working for everyone except her. Her experience exposed an inconvenient truth hidden behind the glamorous success stories: these medications do not work for everybody. Some people are non-responders, meaning they can spend thousands, follow the plan, and still get nothing but disappointment and a very expensive receipt. In Hollywood, even failure comes with a monthly subscription fee. Number 5. Boy George. Boy George did not dodge the question, blame clean eating, or unveil a mysterious new workout involving candles and positive energy. In his memoir, Karma, the Culture Club icon admitted he was using Mounjaro to help control his weight and appetite. After struggling with his body for years and enduring the kind of public scrutiny only celebrity culture can deliver. With a smile, Boy George decided to stop pretending willpower was always enough. "I love food, and I can't control my appetite," he wrote before revealing that the medication finally helped him manage it. Then came the line that practically ripped the curtain off Hollywood's weight loss theater: "I'm on Mounjaro. Isn't everyone?" According to Boy George, anyone who was heavier last year and suddenly thin now is probably using the so-called wonder drug. Subtle, not exactly. But subtlety has never been his brand. His confession revealed just how ordinary these powerful prescriptions have become in celebrity circles. What was created to treat serious medical conditions is now discussed like a designer accessory, right between the skincare routine and the red carpet stylist. Boy George's honesty may be refreshing, but his casual attitude is also unsettling. When prescription medication becomes a punchline, the risks are easy to forget. In Hollywood, apparently, the newest status symbol is not a handbag. It is an injection nobody wants to admit they needed. Number 6. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer thought she was trying a weight loss medication. What she got instead was a brutal lesson in how quickly a wellness journey can start stealing the parts of life that actually matter. The comedian said the side effects hit hard: severe nausea, crushing fatigue, and mood changes, that left her feeling nothing like herself. But the worst moment was not on a scale or in front of a mirror. It was realizing she was too exhausted to play with her own son. That was the line she refused to cross. In Hollywood, celebrities are expected to suffer beautifully. Skip meals, lose sleep, feel miserable. Just make sure the transformation looks fabulous under studio lighting. Amy decided the bargain was not worth it. A smaller body meant nothing if she did not have the energy to be present for her child. So she stopped. Unlike stars who keep pushing through frightening symptoms, for one more dramatic photo, Amy chose motherhood over the makeover. She openly described the nausea, exhaustion, and emotional toll, exposing the reality that rapid weight loss can come with a price no red carpet reveal shows. Her decision also made her an uncomfortable voice in an industry obsessed with shrinking bodies. Because admitting the drug made you thinner is acceptable, admitting it made your life worse. That tends to ruin the commercial. Amy's story delivers a simple reality check. If the treatment leaves you too drained to live your life, the number on the scale is not a victory. It is just a smaller number attached to a much bigger loss. Number 7. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne wanted to lose weight. What she did not expect was to lose control of the entire process. After using weight loss injections, Sharon admitted the pounds kept disappearing long after the transformation stopped feeling glamorous. She became thinner than she wanted, constantly tired, and unable to eat normally. The nausea interfered with her work. Her energy vanished, and the miracle treatment began looking less like wellness and more like a very expensive hostage situation. But the most disturbing part came when she tried to stop. The effects did not immediately disappear. Sharon struggled to regain weight and return to normal eating habits, revealing that the off switch was not nearly as simple as the injection pen made it seem. She even admitted that watching the number on the scale drop became addictive despite the obvious damage to her health. Because Hollywood has spent decades teaching women that there is no such thing as too thin right up until the body starts waving a white flag. Sharon's experience exposed the danger behind rapid transformation culture. Appetite suppression may sound like a dream when celebrities describe it under flattering lights. It sounds very different when eating becomes nearly impossible and getting through the day feels like a marathon. She got the dramatic weight loss everyone notices. She also got exhaustion, nausea, and a body she could no longer easily control. In Hollywood, apparently even becoming too thin is celebrated until someone admits how terrifying it actually feels. Number 8. Jackie Goldschneider. While the rest of reality television was busy calling dramatic weight loss a wellness journey, Jackie Goldschneider looked around the table and said, what nobody wanted to hear, this was not wellness. It was voluntary starvation with better branding. Jackie did not just reject the injections, she became one of their loudest critics. Having personally struggled with an obsession over becoming smaller, she recognized the warning signs hiding beneath the glamorous language. To her appetite, suppression was not a miracle. It was the same dangerous fixation dressed up in a prescription box and approved by celebrity culture. During one tense cast dinner, the conversation turned to everyone's latest transformation. Jackie finally snapped, telling them to stop calling it wellness. The room went silent. Naturally, some of the women accused her of being jealous, because in reality, television concern is apparently less believable than envy. But Jackie refused to back down. Behind the scenes, she reportedly checked on younger crew members who were struggling with the toxic atmosphere, offering support and sharing resources. While others celebrated smaller bodies, Jackie focused on the emotional damage created by the pressure to keep shrinking. Her story exposes the industry's favorite trick: rename obsession as discipline, call hunger health, And suddenly, self-destruction gets a sponsorship deal. Jackie may not have delivered the dramatic before and after photo, but she delivered something far more uncomfortable, a reality check. Number 9. Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell lost more than 50 pounds using Mounjaro, delivering the kind of dramatic transformation Hollywood usually packages with applause, flattering lighting, and an inspirational soundtrack. But Rosie's story did not end with a smaller dress size. She openly admitted that the rapid change left her struggling to recognize the person staring back from the mirror. After decades of living in one body, the new reflection felt unfamiliar, almost like somebody else had borrowed her face and forgotten to return it. In May 2025, she posted, "I can't believe this is me." And that was not necessarily a celebration. Rosie described experiencing serious body image confusion after the weight loss, revealing a psychological cost that rarely appears in glossy before and after photos. The scale said success. Her mind was still trying to figure out who had won. Some reports even connected the timing of her transformation with her move to Ireland, although the original account did not establish that she relocated to hide from public attention. Still, the speculation showed just how intensely celebrity bodies are examined, as if losing weight also requires issuing a press release explaining every emotional consequence. Rosie's experience delivers an uncomfortable truth: changing. The body does not automatically heal the mind. You can lose 50 pounds and still feel completely disconnected from yourself. Because Hollywood loves a transformation until the transformed person admits she no longer recognizes the star of the story. Number 10. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey did not merely join Hollywood's weight loss revolution. She helped turn it from a whispered celebrity secret into prime-time television. For decades, Oprah built an empire by speaking openly about her struggles with weight. Then, in September 2023, she publicly described weight loss injections as the easy way out. 3 months later came the plot twist worthy of a season finale. She admitted she was using medication herself. That reversal was not just surprising, it was cultural dynamite. Oprah later explained that taking a GLP-1 drug changed how she understood hunger. She realized that naturally thin people might not possess superhuman willpower. They may simply experience appetite differently. It was a powerful confession, but it also marked a stunning transformation from critic to one of the most influential voices defending the treatment. Then she stepped down from the Weight Watchers board, donated her shares, and produced a primetime special exploring these medications. In less than a year, the queen of lifestyle dieting had become one of America's most visible pharmaceutical advocates. And when Oprah speaks, millions listen. That is what makes her number one. Her story is not simply about losing weight. It is about influence. Oprah has access to elite doctors and careful supervision, while many viewers may only see the dramatic results and reach for the fastest possible shortcut. Because in America, a trend is not truly mainstream until Oprah gives it a microphone, a television special, and a standing ovation. Number 11. Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan did not whisper about Ozempic behind a Beverly Hills clinic door. He announced it on national television with the confidence of a man introducing a new cast member. The comedian openly admitted using the medication, joking that his weekly injection had turned his appetite into a missing person. He said he barely wanted to eat, and for a while it sounded like another celebrity success story. Fewer cravings, smaller portions, and no need to pretend a plate of steamed vegetables was life-changing. Then Tracy delivered the plot twist. He claimed he had learned how to out-eat Ozempic and joked that he had gained 40 pounds. Suddenly, the so-called miracle drug had apparently met its greatest opponent, not biology, not side effects, but Tracy Morgan standing near an open refrigerator. The comment spread quickly because nothing terrifies the wellness industry like the suggestion that its blockbuster injection can be defeated by a determined appetite. Tracy later clarified that he was joking, but by then the headline had already done several victory laps around the internet. His story reveals something Hollywood rarely admits: these medications may suppress hunger, but they do not erase personality habits or the complicated relationship people have with food. And when Tracy Morgan becomes the spokesperson, even a serious prescription comes with a punchline. Because in America, apparently, the only thing more powerful than Ozempic is a comedian who refuses to let medical treatment ruin a perfectly good joke. Number 12. Elon Musk. Elon Musk has built electric cars, launched rockets, and talked about colonizing Mars. But when it came to losing weight, apparently even the world's most famous tech billionaire needed more than futuristic optimism. After photos of Musk aboard a yacht triggered an internet-wide body inspection, because social media never misses a chance to conduct a free medical examination, he revealed that his slimmer appearance came from fasting and Wegovy. Reports estimated that he had lost around 20 pounds. No mysterious detox, no 12-hour celebrity workout, just fewer meals and a prescription injection doing some of the engineering. The confession instantly became headline material. Here was a man trying to solve humanity's biggest problems while using pharmaceutical assistance to solve the problem of his waistline. Apparently, rockets can be reusable, cars can drive themselves, but calories still refuse to negotiate. Musk later became an outspoken supporter of making GLP-1 medications cheaper and more widely available. He even jokingly presented himself as Ozempic Santa, turning a serious medical trend into exactly what the internet loves most, a meme delivered by a billionaire. His story shows just how mainstream these drugs have become. When one of the richest men alive publicly treats weight loss medication like another piece of disruptive technology, the message is difficult to ignore. Because why spend years fighting your appetite when Silicon Valley can simply upgrade it? Number 13. Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley spent decades battling 7-foot giants under the basket. But after retirement, his toughest opponent was not Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, or an angry television analyst. It was the scale. The NBA legend revealed that he lost roughly 62 pounds in 6 months while using Mounjaro, improving his diet and exercising regularly. The transformation was dramatic enough to make fans wonder whether the round mound of rebound had finally decided to rebound away from the refrigerator. Unlike celebrities who credit their new bodies to lemon water and good energy, Barkley was refreshingly direct. He admitted he was taking the weekly injection and treated it as one part of a larger health plan, not a magical pen doing cardio while he slept. And for Charles, the stakes were bigger than looking slimmer on television. He wanted to improve his health, increase his energy, and avoid the medical problems that can follow years of carrying extra weight. Still, the irony is hard to miss. A man famous for overpowering professional athletes finally found help from a tiny injection pen. Barkley's story shows why these drugs have become so appealing when diet and exercise feel like a full 7-game series. Medication can look like the superstar coming off the bench. Because even an NBA legend sometimes needs an assist, and apparently this one comes in a refrigerated box. Number 14. Fat Joe. Fat Joe once weighed nearly 470 pounds, a number so massive it sounded less like a body weight and more like the opening bid at an auction. Over the years, the rapper dramatically transformed his health, reportedly losing close to 200 pounds through major diet changes, cutting carbohydrates, and eventually using Ozempic to help control his appetite. The medication, he explained, made it easier to eat smaller portions and avoid the cravings that had followed him for decades. But let's be honest, the biggest challenge was never just the food. It was changing an entire lifestyle while the public watched every pound disappear like it was part of a reality show elimination. Unlike celebrities who suddenly become thin and credit drinking more water, Fat Joe did not pretend his transformation happened through positive thinking and one Pilates class. He admitted that medication played a role, but only alongside years of discipline and serious health changes. The irony, of course, is perfect. The man lost hundreds of pounds and still kept the name Fat Joe. Because apparently, the waistline can shrink, the menu can change, and the carbohydrates can disappear, but the brand stays undefeated. His story proves these injections may help silence hunger, but they cannot do the entire job. And they definitely cannot rename a rap legend. Because healthy portion-controlled Joseph just does not hit the same. Number 15. Remy Bader. Remy Bader entered the Ozempic conversation expecting quieter cravings and an easier relationship with food. Instead, she says she got a front-row seat to a digestive horror show. The social media creator revealed that while taking the medication, she was vomiting almost every day. The drug may have lowered the volume of her so-called food noise, but it apparently replaced it with the sound of her sprinting toward the bathroom. So she stopped. Then came the twist nobody puts in the glamorous transformation montage. Remy said the weight returned, her struggles with binge eating continued, and the emotional pressure became even harder to manage. The miracle solution had an expiration date, and the rebound came without flattering lighting or an inspirational soundtrack. After trying multiple approaches, Remy eventually chose bariatric surgery. She later spoke openly about the decision, explaining that it followed years of frustration rather than one impulsive trip to a celebrity clinic. Her story exposes the uncomfortable reality behind the injection craze. Suppressing hunger is not always the same as healing someone's relationship with food. The medication can change the appetite, but it may not erase the psychological battle waiting underneath. Because in the wellness industry, the before and after photos get millions of views, the vomiting, weight regain, and emotional fallout rarely make the carousel.